There's two parts of the brain: logic and emotion. The human pretty much makes all decisions either through logic or through emotion. And most humans tend to let their emotions dictate the final decision more than logic. And thus, you make the worst decision. It's very hard when you are faced with pressure, and emotions cause pressure. Okay, like I've often shared, there's an example that if you get a spreadsheet of your budget and you put all your finances every month, on paper is logic, but during the week, executing that budget takes the discipline of emotion. Discipline of emotion. And today and in life, I've been faced with having to make decisions. And just like every human, I failed in some. I try to learn and get progressively better because I want my life to get better because I'm already here. So I'm not going to bitch and moan about it. I'm going to vent at times, but I try to go forward. Good to see you, Andre and Maria, on the members only chat. Good to see you both. Thank you. And so today I was faced with, I had to get either get my tires repaired or get a new car, different issues with my car, or this home base that's been lingering in my mind. And there's a lot of emotions. Okay. And I live a somewhat volatile life because I don't have a house, and that makes things more emotional. And that's why most people will never live full-time as a nomad for a long period of time, because you have to learn to discipline your mind to get through one day at a time, because emotionally, to be constantly moving and never have a place to go, most people can handle it emotionally. Practically, it's a basic life. So I said to myself today, because I don't want to make the worst decision, I said, what's wisdom? What's common sense? What's practicality? What's logic? Because I was very emotional. Last night when I had some issues with my tire going flat, and I feel the pressure to make a decision here with my next step in my life. I said, all right, what's logic? What's wisdom? And I said, well, wisdom is taking it one step at a time and not being over emotional and making a big purchase. Especially if it's something that can be corrected, at least in the short term, to give you an even playing field where your emotions temper down. See, if I go to the car lot with a flat tire, with a check engine light, with more pressure, more emotion than I would normally have, I then don't have the power to just walk away if I don't like the deal, or I don't have the mental state to wait till I find the right home base or the right car. See, why do people settle with marrying someone that they went to high school with that they really don't love, or someone they met that they really don't? Because they're tired of looking. They're tired of waiting. They're tired of discipline. And so emotion comes in and said, give me the house. Right now, there's bidding wars going on all throughout the country, but definitely in South Florida. Why? Because there's a real thing where houses are selling, but people are settling for a house they're not inspired with, just because they don't want to lose it. I'll tell you right now, I'll take my chances with inflation, which is real, and I'll take my chances, guys, because I am not going to live a mediocre life in a mediocre house that looks the same like every other house, whether it's in Port St. Lucie or wherever. Okay, because what I can tell you is this, guys, is that I want to live an inspired life. But to do that, I have to discipline my emotion. I have to discipline my emotion. Maria gets it. Logic says use tires if possible. Well, That's possible. And that's not, I'm not going to say that's a bad answer. I have done used tires before when I was young, my first car. My experience, and it probably would be a good suggestion in my situation where I'm not looking to keep my car long term, but I did just get 4 new tires. I spent about $480. Why? Because for me, I just said, just get it done. It's below my means. I got the financial capacity. I'm not pinching pennies. And this will buy me time over the course of the next couple of weeks or months or days, depending, where I'll just take my time. But I wouldn't say your answer is wrong, because especially if I'm not going to keep my car, a used tire would probably be wisdom. It'd also be wisdom to replace one, because I really probably could have made it a little bit longer on the other 3. So, but for me, I looked at all my things, okay? Because logic is you have to look at I looked at my financial situation. I looked at mainly, I know that even after I got these tires repaired, that I'm still faced with a bigger decision. I know that my time is valuable. I don't really want to go shopping around to different shops, because for me to save $100, $200, it doesn't move the needle. I'm being honest. I could bullshit you guys. So for me, I'm trying to save tens of thousands of dollars by making the best decision with my next vehicle or my next house. A couple $100 here or there on tires don't make a difference at this point in my journey. They did at one point, and they may in the future. You never know. So Andre says, that's true, Sam. Pluto, what's up, brother? I have a flat tire now as we speak. I'm waiting on roadside service. Yeah, I have roadside service on my car. I almost took it off because I have my car's paid off. So I was thinking about taking that off and just having liability insurance. So, but a Nomad, look, I mean, you get to a certain point where you can just insure yourself. If you're stuck on the side of the road, you just call roadside assistant. Progressive or Geico, if you have that through your insurance company, then they just call the vendor that they work with. They're just a middleman that you pay for a couple dollars each month, so it all depends how you want to pay it. But what I want to tell you tonight, the message is, you have to clear the palette of emotion. Now, you need emotion, guys, because logic is, kind of like to Maria's point, logic could be many things. But without a level of emotion, then you're going to buy a cookie cutter house in Port St. Lucie that looks like every other fucking house, okay? And let me tell you something, they all look the same, okay? And I'm not saying there's something wrong with that. But for me, I want a level of individuality, okay? I just wanted to clear my emotions, and I wanted to secure safety. I didn't want to be too cheap. And I could have saved a little bit more, but for me, I didn't want to spend thousands, because that's what I was looking to do just right away. But I may end up just overspending a couple hundred, because in the long term, I don't know if I'm keeping this car for another couple years. But I'm telling you that you'll have to figure that out on your own journey, your logic and your emotions, okay? And the main thing you want to do is you want to get your emotions tempered down so that you can focus. Because if you just do everything logical, that's not good either. So you want your emotions tempered down, but you don't want no emotion, okay? Because then, again, you'll marry Larry that you grew up with in high school. You don't love Larry. You're barely going to love the person you're passionate about. Never settle. However, never rush. The worst decision is rushed. Marry me or else we're done. Oh, that's a rush. You better make a bid on this house now or you're going to lose it. Hey, rush if you want. Now, look, guys, things keep going up and you can miss out on some marriages. But in my opinion, self-care and getting through each day healthy and safely is my number one priority. That's it. And building up my income and not pinching pennies on expenses to a certain extent, but at the same time, not blowing the budget just to ease pain. We make decisions to try to ease the pain of stress. We make decisions to try to ease the pain of stress. So you have to really look at what's causing you to stress and what are your goals and what's your mindset. Because even the wisest mindset can be overcome by a flood of emotions. And that's why I always tell you guys, masturbate before and after you go to the gym. Why? I know some people, they go to the gym, they're all horned up. They meet someone in the gym, they destroy their life. And they would have been better off getting 4 new tires and buy a home base and buy an RV. Why? Because now they got a wife, 2 kids, alimony. And what I can tell you is, it's a total disaster. Andre, are you in a safe location, Pluto? Pluto, hey, Andre. Yes, thank God, outside of a pizza store. Yeah, look, guys, I mean, the other thing you got to think about when you get a vehicle is having a flat tire, a full flat tire in your car versus just an inflated kit. Pluto, do you have a full flat tire that the Roadside will help you with? My Jeep has a full flat tire, a spare tire, I should say, not flat, a spare tire. You know, when you're shopping for a car, especially as a Nomad, that's one thing you want to ask. Does this have a full spare tire or just an inflation kit? Yes, all right, good. Because even if you don't replace it yourself, which I wouldn't, I would call roadside assistance, it's good that you have that. And even some Class Bs don't have a full spare tire. And for me, that's reckless. But a lot of cars, due to weight constrictions and just the builder being cheap, don't come with that. He goes, but I bet the car rental company will end up keeping my deposit. Okay, yeah, you're still on that rental stuff. Yeah, well, you know, the good thing about being forced to make a decision is that sometimes it puts the pressure on us to make a decision. Again, pressure is emotion. So what you do is you want to buy yourself some time so you don't make that decision under extreme pressure if you can help it. And again, you know, to kind of Maria's point with the used tires, which isn't a bad option, but you have to kind of think about, you know, I don't know, you know, like I say, I just don't rush. That's it. I mean, I can say so many different fucking fancy things. Don't rush. However, address the problem. Don't drive on safe. Don't live on safe. You know, again, like I always tell you, you know, don't go trying to save 2 pennies shopping at the Dollar Tree eating some unhealthy shit. You know, because if it's that tight every day of your life, there's a bigger problem. The worst decision is to try to solve a problem in the wrong order. Always do things in order, step by step. Okay. Address a problem step by step. And I still have a bigger problem. My bigger problem is I'm looking to increase a level of stability. I really don't like it because I like to be totally free, but I know my risk-reward ratio, my logic, is telling me that I can't just go off my emotion. My emotion wants me to be a free nomad forever. But I know the logic is I'm still paying for being on the road, and I'm not getting away from following the rules and regulations of life, of the land of the law. You know, it's like, you know, if anything, sometimes you're dodging the law. So my bigger problem still needs to be addressed. The only thing I addressed today was trying not to make my worst decision, which was go out there and make a new car purchase or a house purchase under pressure that I could solve as the first step. And I probably oversolved it, and that's fair, where I probably didn't have to buy 4 new tires, etc. But I did, and I'm sharing that with you. You know, it's my decision. Again, for me, $100 or $500 for me, it's not a big deal. I could bullshit you guys, and a lot of people on YouTube, they play the, oh my God, I'm pinching pennies. Look, guys, even poor people are rich now with this stimulus and with all inflation. I don't know anyone that's honestly struggling. And if they are, they're trying harder to struggle than they are to fucking make stimulus. Because guys, I don't know anyone right now that is destitute. Not damn one. Okay. And I can tell you, I'm amongst more destitute people than you guys. And what I can tell you is everyone's living a vida loca. Okay. And that's why all the prices are up. Okay. Because people never been this rich. It's true. Let's go back live comments. Pluto's in a pizza shop. Pluto. I bet. Oh, yeah, we talked about that deposit. Maria says, oh, no, Pluto. Pluto. Bad reviews on this company, but oh, well, one day at a time. Yeah, one day at a time, Pluto. That's the problem with rental cars is there's someone else's trash. Basically, you're just getting a car someone masturbated in and did donuts, okay? And you're paying $1,000 to $1,600 a month. However, it's probably a tax write-off for your business, but like I say, at a certain point, your bigger problem will be, the average car payment right now in America is $560. So you might as well just pay the average car payment. However, that's going to decrease your net worth. And right now, that rental allows you the flexibility. So take your time. You're a smart guy. But that's something that you have to consider. Now, I don't know how you're using that rental. Again, as far as maybe tax issues with your side job, etc. So, but just be mindful. At a certain point, you want to get out of the renting algorithm, depending though on your individual circumstance, which I don't know. Andre, oh, okay. That reminded me one time I was on a curve going 20 miles now in Linden, and I couldn't accelerate at all. So I pulled right over into an unsafe location. I couldn't go anywhere else. Well, that's actually an excellent point. Why? Because Michael Jordan's father got murdered on a rest area in, I believe, North Carolina by a trap house, by a hotel where people were selling drugs in this bad neighborhood. So, to my nomads out there and everyone out there, that's a great point, Andre, is that look, I don't care if you got to push your car to a rich neighborhood, push your car. Why? Because, guys, your environment matters, okay? And at night, things are more dangerous. It's a risk-reward. It's logic. It's emotion, too. You can feel when you're unsafe. Maria laughing. Good. Thank you, Maria. Laughter's good for the soul. Andre, I pay $218 on my new car. I like low payments. I'm not mad at that. I do, too. I like cash flow. What is the difference between cash flow and net worth? Well, cash flow would be if you made $2,000 a month, okay, and your car payments were only $200 a month, okay, then you have 18, and let's just say that was your only expense. There's more expenses, obviously. I know car insurance, food, etc. But let's just take this example. And I'll use even a smaller number to make this very clear example. If your income every month was $1,000 and your car payment was $200, and that was your only expense, your cash flow is $800 a month. However, if you owe $20,000 on that car and you only have $10,000 in savings, then your net worth is still negative $10,000. Okay. However, cash flow is king because as long as you can keep income every month and cover your expenses and have extra, I'm not going to say that's king, but that's a big part of life. You need your emergency fund. And if you had 10,000, you'd be good. Now, if you had here's another example to show you that point. If you had an income of $1,000 a month and you only had one expense, your car, and that was it. I know there's other expenses, but it was $500 a month, your car payment. Then you would only have a cash flow of $500 a month. But if you only owed $5,000 on that car and you had $10,000 in savings, then your net worth would be plus $5,000. See, your cash flow could be greater if your car payment's lower, but it all depends on how much overall debt you owe to determine your net worth. However, cash flow is even sometimes more important than net worth, especially to the bigger dogs in life, but to everyone. But that's something that, always be mindful of. Maria, nice, Andre. I like those low payments. I like good cash flow, and I like good net worth. I like both. Andre, not in Linden. I was entering the 440, exit 127 on the Garden State Parkway. Oh, yeah. Getting down there by the Shore Points, going south. What I could tell you is this, guys. New Jersey's a shithole. Hate to say it. Just too crowded. However, in my travels up and down the East Coast, I'd rather live in New Jersey than many other places. That's true. I'm not going to lie about that. And you guys will be winning in the fall. That's your best season. Summer's crowded on the Jersey Shore. It's a disaster. And it's going to be a disaster this summer to Jersey Shore. Guys, with everyone getting the vaccine, with all the stimulus, it's going to be Jersey Shore out the wazoo. And what I can tell you is I don't want any part of that. Maria, Jersey in the house. Oh, my God. All I can tell you is this. Love to everyone out there in Jersey. Look, I'm grateful that I was brought up in New Jersey. It gave me good economic opportunities, a good diverse culture, able to travel into New York City, which, is a great experience in life. I mean, I know it's different now. It'll probably go back to a level of normalcy. And I was able to go to Jersey Shore. It's a great place to grow up overall. But we're in a different dimension. We're in the dimension of, even though we will go back to normal, there'll still be a level of people that are never moving back to New Jersey. Remote work, technology, internet, homeschool learning, remote learning. Some of that will go back to normal. But like I say, there's a level of life that will never go back to normal. It's just what it is. Marcel, what's up, man? Shout out to the UK. Got a new avatar pick. Howdy, Sam. Hope you had a good day. I did. I got 4 new tires. Okay, and I kept my net worth very good. One-time charge doesn't really cut my cash flow too hard. So I would say it was a win. Why? Because I didn't make the worst decision. The worst decision is an over-emotional decision. I made a logical decision with a little bit of emotion. I said, I could have been even a little cheaper, a little shrewder, and just got one tire replaced and even got a used tire. And that's a fair point. But I said, I'm going to go for a quick convenience and pay a little bit more to get the big emotional burden off my shoulder to ensure my safety on the road and to buy me time to make the bigger decision. See, you always have to remember before you make a decision, what's the big decision? See, guys, tires are not my big decision at this point in my life. Okay, now, if I was young and in debt and struggling, then, guys, tires are a huge decision. I know some people waiting on a stimulus check to get new tires. They're running around. They can get a fucking blowout any minute. Okay. But they're also not working. So, it is what it is. So, and they don't want to tell anyone how they get the money. So, hey, look, I don't want to know how you get your tires either. All right. So, what I want to tell you is this. That you have to analyze. This is logic. What are the decisions you need to make and what are the bigger ones? Because you need to clear the plate of the small decisions so that you can focus on the big decision. Okay. Guys, again, for me with tires, that's a small decision. My big decision is if I do get a new vehicle, what will it be? A car, RV, and I'm leaning towards car. The more and more I see these RV prices, I'm leaning towards car. And then the biggest decision I have to make probably this year, unless, anything can change, is a house or a RV lot or a home base. And so a new car and or a home base are my biggest decisions I have to make this year so far. And it was a small decision with a bad tire. I know all my tires were going bald, so I knew they all need to be replaced. And I didn't want to replace one and then still feel under the gun because I wanted to buy myself, now I got a couple years with these tires. I still got a check engine light on, service engine. But I need to clear my palate of the small decision to focus on the big decision. Because that's big money, okay? When you get to buying a new vehicle or buying a new house, those are the 2 biggest expenses outside of having a child. Your 2 biggest expenses of life outside of having a child are your car and your house. And I want to focus on that because I don't want to make the worst decision. Good job. Andre, whatever I do, I always make sure I get low payments. That's it. You want to keep your good cash flow. There's nothing wrong with that. I agree with good cash flow. Marcel, would you consider a pickup with a topper? No, I'm not a pickup guy. I'm not a minivan guy. Okay. I don't like pickups and I don't want to get out of a pickup and then go in. If you think you're ever going to stealth camp in a pickup, I don't know. It's just like they're going to see you getting out of it and then hopping back there. And then if someone comes and knocks on your thing, burglar or whoever, you can't even get to the steering wheel. Nah, I'm not for that. So I don't like the look, number one. But number two is I don't like the practicality of being, you're basically like a trapped sardine in a can. And if a burglar comes, a fiend, a dope fiend, or a cop or whoever, you ain't jumping behind the wheel. I'm not trying to say, if a cop came trying to get away, but I'm saying, like, if a burglar came, the best part about living in a car, Class B, if you need to just jump in the wheel, jump on the front seat, start the car, go. When you're in a pickup truck, guys, anyone to just come get you. You can't get out of that and go to your friend. I don't like that. And, I'd rather be in a minivan than a pickup truck camper. The only reason you would get a pickup truck camper and live in the back of that is if you wanted to go off-roading and you wanted to remote boondock, or if you lived in Texas and the culture was so pickup truck that even though you don't do any off-roading, you just get a pickup truck. Why? You're in Texas. Guys, I don't want to go to Texas. I want to go Florida. I want to stay in Florida. Caribbean juices all over my body. Okay. I don't want to go back to New Jersey except in the fall. I don't want to visit Louisiana. I love Sabrina, great member. I don't want to leave Florida, and that's why I got to focus on my big decision, which is the home base. Good question. Maria, also, student loans are your biggest expense. That's a great point. That's a good point. You're on fire tonight. Yeah, student loans cannot be bankrupted, but some cases they can be deferred, and in some cases they do have programs that you can get them forgiven. So I would definitely look into that, but that's a good point. So again, good question, Marcel. Good point, Maria. Pluto. Coconut juice and Latino milfs are the way. Guys, I blew after I got 4 new tires, you know what I did, guys? I masturbated. Why? I got relieved. I was enjoying the moment, guys. When did I masturbate to today? I was something I probably don't even want to tell you. Okay, a little bit. I'll tell you about 4 tires. I'll tell you about my net worth, but damn it, I can't tell you about every porn I look up. Okay. But I do tell you I do. All right, so this is what I want to tell you too. You make me think about coconut and dreams. It looks like one of my members, who was one of my biggest supporters and was on it for a while, they were actually the deranged, mentally ill girl that stalks me. Isn't that crazy? For a year and a half, a guy that I thought was from Manhattan and a nice guy, turns out he was a girl that had already stalked me, and I had already said, don't come on the channel. She's causing nothing but problems. And guys, you don't know who anyone is on YouTube. They can be your friend for a year, and really they're someone else. And they could be a boy, a girl, a guy, or whatever. And I tell you, guys and girls, if you're going to do anything online, don't believe anyone, and don't tell anyone too much personal stuff. I mean, even I got, because I want to share with you guys when and if I get a home base. I even want to share sometimes the outside of my car and stuff. But I'll tell you, it's a small percentage of people, but there are some sick people in this world. And I'm not mad at them. I'm not judging them, because we've all been broken. Some people are very mentally ill, but go get the help. What the hell are these people doing online all day, every day? Getting a support system, man. I mean, oh my God. Marcel, laughing on the ground. Oh man. Yeah, I'll tell you, man, it's, some parts of life are funny and some parts of life are just horrifying. But I thank God. I was very grateful today. Just like I was grateful last night. I was very grateful that I have the means to do it. Number one, Infinity, thank you again for that super chat last night. That was gracious. And I'm grateful that I was able to get a small decision out of the way. And I'm grateful that I earn an income. I don't wait for a stimulus to get to have to get basic needs. Okay. Now, if I had no other choice, that's good. But some people, the biggest people that resent someone who makes money is somebody who doesn't make money. And they don't make money not because they don't have ability. It's because they're lazy and they're nasty. And it's a shame. Now, I don't know. Like I said, that one person that was a member for a year, they had super chat a lot of money. But come to find out, there might have been a deranged stalker. Okay. And so I don't know how to get money, but even if they're rich, why would you do that? Why would you do that? It's like, guys, it's just very horrifying. Just like the movie, not Coconut and Dreams, but Cocktails and Dreams. Tom Cruise left the rich MILF he was dating just for money, and he went with the girl he thought was broke, but he was in love with. Money can't buy you love. Okay? Hell no. Okay? However, charge a fee for your time, but never lie to people. Guys, I'll tell you right now, I'm not doing meet and greets. Okay, I'm telling you right now, if you're a deranged stalker, yeah, you can create another profile and act like you're my friend, and I'll be your friend. I was their friend. But when you go and you start maliciously slandering people and causing problems, I'm not going to be your friend no matter how much money you have. Because I don't want that drama in my life, okay? So, I don't know. It's just like, but I'm talking logic. Emotional people, mentally disturbed, they don't understand logic. They're delusional. And I got some people like that in my family. I got some people online. They're totally delusional. They're the ones that are extremely bipolar and extremely mentally unstable. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not like you're a bad person if you're bipolar or mentally disabled, but you don't have the right to emotionally abuse or slander or stalk others. That's like someone in a wheelchair rolling down the street committing drive-by shootings. It doesn't matter if they're disabled. If they cannot control themselves, they should be locked up. And the same thing with the mentally ill. You can only have so much compassion. If they're out in society slandering, gossiping, hurting others emotionally or whatever, then they need to be institutionalized, okay? Because they don't have the right to do that. That's not right. You have to stand up for yourself. Okay? Guys, I respect the handicap sticker. I'm the one who I've went up to people I know and say, don't park there, even though they have a handicap sticker because of whatever reason. I said, leave that spot open for the severely handicapped. And you know what happens? Some fucking psychopath does a donut, rolls in there, jumps out, and gets a sub. And they're the type of people to slander. It's horrible. But there are a few people out there, guys, that are really handicapped and they're really great people. But there's some, they're nasty as motherfucker. I'm not going to lie about that. Okay. And so what I want to tell you tonight, okay, is I didn't make the worst decision. It was clickbait and it worked like a motherfucker. Why? Because you got to attract these psychopaths. They want gossip. If I did a video, okay, talked about the 5 steps to make a logical decision, not one motherfucker would click on that, okay? Not one, okay? So what I want to tell you is clickbait, okay? Don't trust anyone on this motherfucking internet, okay? Never do meet and greets, okay? And never make a decision over emotionally. Why? Because what I could tell you is it's your life and you're stuck with the bill. You're stuck with the headaches. You're stuck with the payments. Okay? And you have to take care of you. Because someone who says they love you and they're your friend, turns out they're a psychopath stalker. And they're not even the person they said they were. And so now you remember that even though you're going to meet some great people in this world, you're also going to meet, let's stay positive. Let's take out this break. Oh yeah. Show up, guys. Showing up is the ultimate clickbait. Why? Because most people can't handle that. Okay. And consistency is king, man. That's what I'll tell you. Consistency, cash flow, and net worth. And they don't want to hear that, guys. They click right off. I'll start talking about psychopaths and handicap stickers. Guys, the views go up. So what I want to tell you is you have to understand human psyche. As much as they complain that they don't like BS, that's the only thing they watch. Marcel, I would probably never do a YouTube as a side hustle. Well, you're probably wise, but for those who are interested in it, I still support you because I do it and I understand the interest. But you have to be very careful. It's a very mentally tough thing and it's a high risk, low reward. And if I wasn't monetized and like my man Andre says, 16,000 subs, I just crossed it today. Not that that matters. The big thing is views, memberships, and super chats, because that's where you make money. But the more subscribers you go, you're going to get a certain percentage that, watch more, that support more. So what I can tell you is I've done it through hard work, the grace of God, and being consistent mainly. And over 16,000 subs, almost 4 million views, 1,500 a month. Now, again, I just lost one of my biggest members this past year, but I'm almost thankful, but I was hurt. Come to find out, they were a fraud. Can you believe that? Man, what a fucking disaster, man. I'm all thinking like that's a positive person. Come to find out, I mean, I guess they're positive when they're that person, but they're bipolar. One minute they're a guy from Manhattan, the next minute they're a girl from Oregon. What a disaster, man. Scary. Thank you very much, Andre. I appreciate that, man. I just noticed that. I noticed it today too, man. I got 4 new tires. I got 16,000 subs. I showed up today. I got 76 people in this chat. Why? Because I made a title. Your title is the biggest thing. I made the worst decision. If my title tonight said that here's a logical way to make a decision, there would not be 70 some odd people in here. So clickbait, clickbait, clickbait. Because you're not sharing your life. So some psychopath who says they're in Manhattan, they're really in Oregon, control you, can slander you, and you're making it for side hustle and to inspire and for creativity. But damn it, if a stripper is not on a pole to be a psychiatrist, they're there to entertain and to secure the bag, okay? And YouTube is the same thing, okay? Because what I can tell you is this, guys. When you go to pay $500 for 4 new tires, they don't want to know about therapy. They don't want to know about psychological insight. They don't want to know about math. They want to know about how are you going to pay? Are you going to pay credit card, cash, or do you want to open up a credit card? So what I can tell you is this, guys. Never sell your soul. Always be honest. And it's nothing wrong with being a salesman or saleswoman. Because if you're honest and you're providing a service, people have a choice to make. Okay. And now I don't hard sell. When you go on an RV dealership, hard sell. I had another person was a great member. They left me. Why? Because I said never pay sticker invoice price. Even in an inflated economy, they're getting people to pay it. But she was upset because she works in a car dealership. Have you ever been to a car dealership, guys? You know what they do? They give you a free water. They give you a free water like they're your friend. Guys, that's a sales trick, okay? They're trained to give you a free water to loosen you up, to think you're your friend. Guys, you're going to walk away with a $600 payment a month because you got a free water? Hell no. But there's 2 parts of the brain, emotion and logic. I remember I tried to do the same thing that in church. Or I remember hearing a story like, oh yeah, we're going to go out to the park and give people free water and tell them not to be gay and believe in the Lord. What? What I can tell you is this. That, thank you, Andre, thank you to all my members, thank you to all my watchers, past, present, and future. I don't know how long this YouTube thing will go. We'll see how it plays out. I know this. Keep showing up until you decide you don't want to do it. Because a lot of people say they're going to do YouTube forever, and they still don't show up. So I'll keep saying I'll quit whenever, and I'll keep showing up until I'm ready to quit. Because when I quit, there's no fucking ceremony. There's no, I'm going to make a lot of changes, guys. Hell no. Hell no. Just shut it the fuck down, man. Okay. And what I can tell you is this. That you overcome by consistency and self-care. And you're able to be mentally stronger by the grace of God and through your self-care than any psychopath. Than any harm in this world. Now, you're still going to cry. You're still going to feel pain. I felt pain. I've cried. I will cry again. I have no shame in that. I have no shame in being broken. I have no shame in making, I don't like to make bad decisions. I'm trying to learn from my decision. But I have no problem sharing my life. I have no problem being bold. I have no problem having a wide ass. Why? Because I still look better than most motherfuckers on YouTube, including the ones that say that. Why? Because what I can tell you is a good-looking person never tears down someone else. Why? Because they already look good. Only an ugly motherfucker would try to tear down someone else, and I know it. Okay, and that's why you stalk me, because you want to get with me. And you know your chances of getting with me? You might as well go shopping for used tires. Because what I can tell you is this, okay? What I can tell you is this, I'm a brand new tire, okay? And I'm rolling right over your fucking ass, okay? And what I can tell you is this, you got skid marks on your head. Okay, why? Because you're a psychopath, okay? And I tried to be compassionate on the psychopaths, guys. But what I can tell you is this, they only understand one language, okay? And that's pure psychological warfare. Am I playing that? No, I'm straight up direct honest. Okay, I'm not lying to you, okay? I saw some chick on YouTube today, she's a nomad. She's in her mid-30s and her skin is cracking every day I see her. She's getting uglier and uglier. Her content is her boobs. And her looks of energy. Guys, in 5 years, she's done. Because I don't know what type of guy she's going to be able to pull on YouTube. She better get a main hustle. And she better remember that YouTube's a supplemental hustle. Because I don't care if she got 100, 200,000 subscribers. Because believe me, she don't look that good. She may be the best looking girl nomad. But let me tell you something, guys. If you ever look online, there ain't too many good looking girl nomads anyway. So, it's like it's in between her and some other mentally disturbed chick who basically abandoned her son. Okay, so who do you want to choose? Well, I don't know. It's a tough decision. Thank you, Andre, again. Dan Diamond, what's up, man? Shout out to Palm Coast. I'm 48, and people think I'm 32. Well, you acted like you was 22, still doing DJing in a strip club, man. So, what I can tell you is this. You are 48. You're a middle-aged man. You're getting close to being a senior citizen. Okay. You almost destroyed your life acting like you were 32 or 22. You need to own the fact that you are a middle-aged man and that DJing is in your past unless you're going to do it in an assisted living facility. Okay? Because what I can tell you is age is not just a number. And if you don't believe me, ask R. Kelly. He's locked up and dead broke. He was the greatest R&B singer of all time. But he had sex with underage women. And Aaliyah had a song called Age Wasn't Nothing But a Number. But Aaliyah and her mother supposedly had sex with R. Kelly, and R. Kelly's locked up right now. I'm richer than R. Kelly. I'm getting more ass than R. Kelly. Guys, I would have never thought I'd be saying that. I grew up in the 90s. R. Kelly was popping. He had anything he wanted. I went to a concert. You was probably DJing, Dan Diamond. You older than me, man. Shit. Yeah, I know. Most people in the strip club are 40 or up. Guys, they're totally losers. I hate to say it. That's how these girls make their money, okay? Shit, you don't get money from 20-year-old guys. Guys, when I was 20, I wasn't giving that much money to the strippers. I would give to the bartender. But you play the background, the strippers go home with you or the bartender. And the strippers make their money off the 40-year-old men. Guys, you don't know the hustle? Come on, man. Yeah, that's the hustle, man. Okay? So, guys, I don't make my money off 18, 20-year-olds. Guys, I make my money, okay, off middle-aged women that think we're going to go rendezvousing at the RTR. Ain't going to happen, motherfucker. Guys, my biggest trolls have been women. Why? Because they're infatuated. Okay. And some gay guys, they try to get on me too. I told them I'm not gay. Okay. So, what I want to tell you tonight, in a room full of middle-aged men and women, okay, is act your age and act your wage. Okay. Because what I can tell you is, your worst decision in life is getting stuck in the past or thinking too much of the future. Like some people say to me, oh, good to see you, Adam. Love to you, brother. Hey, Sam, how's it going, brother? Good. I got 4 new tires. I masturbated today. I showed up at work. Showed up at my side hustle. I got 74 people in here. Why? Because I made a title that says I made the worst decision. Adam, you're a potential YouTuber. If you make a title called bushcrafting campfire, you gotta make a title was I started a fire and it caught the forest up. Some crazy shit. Now, to be honest with you though, I didn't build my channel off clickbait or that type of shit. I built it off consistency. But I am conscious that your title has to be somewhat catchy. Your thumbnail has to be somewhat illustrative. But you learn over time. My videos in the beginning were nothing like that. And we have to go forward. Again, some people say to me, well, what are you going to do when you're older? Because I was just busting Dan Diamond's chops about, being a middle-aged man. Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to live like I'm 70 years old now when I'm 40. Mr. Vision, what's up, man? Shout out to Vero Beach. I'll tell you right now, guys, Port St. Lucie, all the houses look the same. It's a great area, but these houses are bland, okay? So what I can tell you is let them keep developing. Mr. Vision, you didn't buy there, right? Don't be upset. I thought you said you bought in Vero. If you bought in Port St. Lucie, I wasn't talking about you. I love you, Mr. Vision. Port St. Lucie, great area. Treasure Coast, great area. Palm Beach County, great area. Look, guys, South Florida's great area. Adam, still working. It's late night tonight. Make that money back, brother. Consistency, okay? Because when you need new tires and you don't have to wait for stimulus, that's a blessing. Now, if you got to wait for stimulus, I've been there. Do what you got to do. But work in the meantime. Don't just wait. I remember I watched a video. I think it was some guy in Africa. I think it was. And the town he was in had just like overcame like a genocide act, like where different tribes attack other tribes. And the town was devastated. So they was like, what you gonna do? Why, you wait for economics to return to the area? Are you gonna go seek, maybe employment somewhere else? He said, no, I'm just gonna wait here. I tell you this, guys and girls, if you're ever in a situation where the economics or the safety or the overall good environment of an area has left, that's the whole reason we preach flexibility. If you just wait, don't shit happen in life. I'm not saying you should rush, because when you rush, you make the worst decision. But I want to tell you this, Mr. Vision about to invest in Bitcoin. I've been wrong on Bitcoin, guys, so I'm not going to bullshit you. But I just don't know, man. It's amazing. Like I said, guys, I don't know anyone right now that's destitute. Like I said, most people are going to spend that stimulus on stocks. I know a couple people that are going to spend it like on getting some car repairs and stuff, and that's great. I'm happy for them. I want them to do it. I like to see people not hurting. So, I don't have any I don't want to see people hurting. But I'm making the point that a lot of people's hurt is self-inflicted. They're just not doing anything. They're just waiting. Oh, Infinity, what's up, man? I got 4 new tires, brother. Thank you for that super chat last night. You didn't have to do that. I got 4 new tires. Cost me $488. Am I mad at that? Nah. Now I may still trade in my car. I may still get a home base, but I bought more time, and now I'm not under pressure when I have to do that. Shout out to you. Let's go back to live comments. I'm going back to live comments in order. Maria was laughing. I love you, Maria. Maria's 43. You still got some years left, Maria. Andre's 38. A little younger than me. Andre still got good years left. Marcel, true. I'm 21. Yep. And I have a net worth of $5K. I ain't mad at that. Adam, $5 super chat. Thank you, brother. Glad I showed up. Glad I had a focused topic. Glad I put a good catchy title with all caps. And I am sad that I have lost, not that I've lost members, but I've lost some people online I thought I knew and I didn't know. However, I've also done some things that probably hurt people in my words. So, never exalt yourself either that you've done everything great, nothing wrong. So you take the good with the bad. Adam, thank you, brother. I hope my words and my videos help you some way. Thank you to all my members. Thank you to everyone who watches. Remember, gratitude, not entitlement. Gratitude. Remember, when you show up, you'll make more money. Remember, when you don't show up, you ain't going to make money and you ain't going to have a good reputation. So keep showing up. Good job and thank you. Yeah, Marcel's guy, he's 21 with a net worth of $5K. Well, actually, when I was 21, I was making decent money. I was an electrician, apprentice electrician. I wasn't making big money. And I had things. I had a lot of nice things. But I had low cash flow. And I don't even know if I had a net worth of $5K. So, you're not doing too bad for 21. That's not bad. Adam, hey, Sam, how's it going, brother? Yeah, like I said, bro. Overall, we're doing good, and I appreciate you, and I thank you. Mr. Vision, I love you, brother. Have you moved into the house, and how are you doing? Adam, still working. It's late night. Well, I like that. You keep making that money back, Mr. Vision. Just got some Sunny Barbecue. I got no spot. $16. I did some DoorDash from Sunny Barbecue. Sunny Barbecue is a restaurant chain down here in South Florida where we DoorDash to all the big people. Now, I don't know Mr. Vision big, but... and no disrespect. But what I can tell you is, guys, that barbecue chicken gets you big. Okay? Yeah, that shit, but that shit smells great. Guys, my biggest nemesis when I was obese, fried chicken. Shout out to Chicken Holiday in Denellen, New Jersey. Shout out to Pudgy's Fried Chicken. They're only in Long Island anymore. Those are the 2 best chicken spots in New Jersey. Now, if you're in the hood of New Jersey, then you go to Kennedy Fried Chicken. Those are it. Those are the top 3. So, when you're in New Jersey and you're living that fat life, there's no Sunny Barbecue. There's Chicken Holiday. There used to be Pudgy's, or there's Kennedy Fried Chicken. Those are the chicken spots. Okay. Guys, I know all the good spots. Adam, I put a lot of effort into Sunday's video. I got to check it out, man. I haven't even watched it. I don't know if you saw the internet. Now, I'm going to check it. Let me see if I can click on it right now. Let's see if I could go to your... See, YouTube doesn't let you click on a thing and go to your channel anymore. Let me see. Let me try one other way, brother. If you guys didn't sub Adam up, sub them up. Why? Don't cost you no money, and it'll encourage them. Do we all need encouragement? Yeah. Now, ultimately, his consistency will determine his future. Like, I had a great person, I was sharing their videos, I was encouraging them, and their channel's growing, and they're earning it because they're the one doing the work. So, remember, it's good that you get people to promote you. You need that. But really, the biggest thing you need is your consistency and your effort, because that's what, and I'm happy for that person who's growing their channel, because even though we don't talk no more, they're doing a good job and they're doing a service to society. So, like I said, there's some people I don't fuck with anymore, and I won't fuck with, because I kind of don't go backwards. But I could still say, look, they're doing their thing and they're earning it. And they should be rewarded, because that's how life is. And they finally got off their lazy ass and they started to be consistent. Fuck those cold showers, man. When you do the work of your life, you don't take cold showers, man. You fucking make shit happen, okay? Yeah, I can't get to it from here, Adam. We'll do it, though. I'll check it out. Thank you for reminding me. Shout out to ESP in the background somewhere. Get her up to 100 subs, Mr. Vision. Invest in your well, I'm not going to do that. Mr. Vision, invest in this stimulus in Bitcoin. I'm not mad at him, though. He's over there eating barbecue, watching Bitcoin go to like 55K in half hours. One of my great viewers, I thought they were a Bitcoin investor. Turns out they were a girl from the West Coast stalking me. I don't know who to believe anymore, guys. Adam, I don't know if you saw the video or not. No, I didn't, but I'm going to check it out, and I'm thankful that you reminded me. Why? Because if you don't remind me, then we don't talk about it. And, I remember I was trying to get a friend a job in the electrical union. And every month there was a union meeting, and I would go to the meeting, because you politic after the meeting. And I was saying, look, I was telling the, what do they call it? The business manager is like the big guy. I was telling him after the meeting, look, I got a friend trying to get him in the union. What can you do to help him? So I went there and even my father went there too, every month for like a year and a half. And after about like 12 months of going every day and like asking him, like, can you help my friend? Like, I was like, I didn't want to go up to him anymore. And I went up to him and he could see I was a little timid. And I was like, look, I just figured I'd ask. And he's like, Sam, I know you've been coming up and you've been asking me. And he goes, I want to tell you this. Remember, if you don't ask me, it's not on my mind. He goes, now, if it's on my mind, then it's good, but you can never expect someone to think about what you need. You always have to ask, and you have to be persistent, because there's a million people in the world and everyone has their own story. And so if you want to get something done, you have to stay on top of it, even if, it's, somewhat awkward. Now, I'm not saying that when it comes to dating, okay? Now, because again, there's stalkers and there's persistency. And some people still stalking me today, and I don't understand why. Because I gave them the clear signal. You're not getting a dick. We're not going on a fucking venture. And I don't even want you watching because you've been so nasty that I can't believe some of the things that have happened here. Okay, and there's no judgment. I hope that you live a great life. I hope you have a great YouTube channel, whatever you're going to do, because I like to see people successful, not hurt. Okay, but I can't deal with that because crazy people make you crazy. That's true. Crazy people start diagnosing you. And well, don't regurgitate to me what your mental institution taught you, okay? You're the one, okay, that's clinically diagnosed and that can't function in society. You're the one with the problem, okay? You're the one without a job. You're the one totally making shitty videos, fucking rollerblading around, whatever you do. You're the one, okay? So what I can tell you is this, guys. If you hang around crazy, you become crazy, okay? And I don't like to use the word crazy, because just because someone's mentally ill or has anxiety or is disabled does not mean that they're less than anyone else. However, it doesn't mean they have the right to disrespect or to maliciously attack you. And that's the difference. They're not beneath anyone, but they're not above anyone. Okay? They have their own special needs, and that's fine. But a person in a wheelchair cannot go around shooting people and then use the excuse, well, I'm disabled. And a person, whether they have bipolar, whether they have anxiety, or whatever they have, they cannot go around stalking. They cannot go around slandering. And they cannot go around maliciously attacking people and then use the excuse, I have a blue card hanging from my rearview mirror, I'm disabled. No, we ain't playing that game. Okay? Because what I could tell you guys is if I had to, I would macho man elbow, okay, a motherfucker if I had to get out of Dodge, okay? Now, I don't want to have to do that, okay, because I'm calling the authorities. Guys, people who are disturbed will make you ruin your life. They'll get you a physical charge against you. Never be alone with a person who has real issues, because they're going to accuse you, number one, and number two is they're going to provoke violence. Never be alone with anyone, number one, and number two, always have someone next to you. Always have a witness. Always have a camera. Because you don't want to get caught where you're dealing with someone who's delusional, and they're going to make up some crazy shit. Because in their mind, it's happening. In reality, it's not even close to happening. Okay, that's the difference between reality, okay, and the mentally disturbed. They're going through something that it's not even in reality. But in their mind, it's a reality, or it's part of their malicious mental processing. Okay? That's how they process information. They have a computer chip in their mind that's totally damaged. It's like a Motorola flip phone. Okay, and guys, it's not a smartphone. It's a flip phone, and it's not flipping, and it's not starting. And it can't even make a text message. It's totally destroyed. And so it's like you having to make a life-saving call, and you pick up this flip phone, you're not gonna get the message through. Okay, so you have to accept what you gotta accept. Let's take hydration break. Go back left comments. Disaster. Thank you again, everyone. My man, Mr. Vision, eating that BQ. Adam. Oh yeah, we're gonna check that video out. Thank you again. Yeah, I read that, Mr. Vision, about the Bitcoin. Adam, oh no, I will check that out. Thank you again. Infinity, yeah, I had a good night, brother. How was your night, Infinity? How you doing, man? I never ask about you enough, brother. I hope you're still in here. Let me know how you're doing, man. Thank you again, Adam. Marcel. Who we talking ETFs, man? Everyone's spending money in the markets. I'm not mad at that because I'm not going to be a hypocrite. He goes, the ETFs are the best investment in my humble opinion. Better than gold or silver, for sure, as long as the economy machine keeps growing. Guys, the only thing that's going to stop the economy, and at some point it's going to have to because inflation going to get too high, is interest rates. So remember, as the Federal Reserve giveth, the Federal Reserve taketh away. But right now, it looks like we're shooting for higher inflation. Dan Diamond. I hosted a porn convention. Shout out to my man, Big Plan Dan. Big Plan Dan, who's from California. He made a lot of money in the porn industry. He was a lesbian porn director. And your name is Dan, and I didn't know you hosted a porn convention in Edison, New Jersey, called Exotica. Shout out to the convention center in Edison. All I could tell you is this, is I watch porn probably for about 15 minutes a day. Sometimes I miss a day. See, a lot of people who do nofab, they obsess over porn, like they obsess over someone online, they're stalkers. They don't know how to unattach from the thing, and I understand the pain, but that's why some people go nofab, because they're not able to discipline or disengage the mind. They're like Top Gun, they engage and get like they can't engage, like they can't disengage. Adam, it was 31 minutes. 31 minutes. That's a long video. You want your videos to be between 10 to 15 minutes max. He goes, it was 31 minutes. I'm going to fall asleep after about 30 seconds. I don't want to lie to you, but already I'm thinking like, well, I'm going to tell him I did a good video. I didn't watch it. 31 minutes? I don't watch 31 minutes of porn. Damn, Adam, I just told you, but before I read your comments, so you know I'm speaking truth. At the best, I watch 15 minutes of porn per day. And that's not a straight video. That's like I click on a thumbnail, I go to when she drop her panties, I go to the cum shot, and then I wind back and I go back and forth. If I'm not watching a full 15 minutes of good Latino porn, I damn sure ain't watching 31 minutes of bushcraft, man. So, Adam, I love you, brother, and I love you enough not to lie. 31 minutes? I don't know anyone in the bushcraft that much, man. But you in the beginning stages, like I was, if you look at my beginning videos, they sucked. Okay. And, even some people say, I don't like this. Well, hey, look, I don't give a fuck. So you should always do you. Don't let me be your director. You're your creator. I'm not your creator. But you got to remember, you're dealing with psychopaths. They want the information, but it's got to be at least 10, 15 minutes. Because, if you make I know they got these YouTube shorts now where they do like a short video. But guys, you're not going to make any money doing short videos. You got to do 10 to 15 minute videos. That's the sweet spot. 10 to 15. Sometimes I don't get to 10 minutes, but you want to do 10 to 15. Okay, something like that. As best you can. Try to get at least close to 10. I love you, Adam. Yeah, see what you do, it's like selling weight. It's like selling drugs, right? So you got a 30 pack. You got to chop that up and you got to go sell nicks, man. So what you have to do is you have to take that 31-minute video and chop it up and make 3 10-minute videos, okay? And that's how you distribute the product. But you're still learning. It's all right. It was 31 minutes, and it was pretty long video. Oh, yeah. But when you get 5 axes, you have compare. Nah, it's too much comparing, man. Hell no. And I learned this. I got to give the church the credit. My first sermon, I was just like you, so I'm going to share it. My first sermon I was getting ready to do, and it sucked. I wrote this thing, and the pastor said to all of us, there was like 3 of us doing it, remember, your sermon cannot be longer than 15 minutes. And I was like, what? I was like, you guys do longer sermons than that for tons ago. She goes, just remember this. If anything is longer than 15 minutes, no one's paying attention. And I'll give them credit. They taught me that lesson. I got it reinforced in other ways, but I learned. And what I could tell you is, again, if I'm not comparing boobs, if I'm not comparing ass, if I'm not comparing cum shots, I'm damn sure not going to watch 31 minutes of comparing axes. Okay. So I love you, Adam. You'll figure it out. You'll get 15 minutes max. Good job. Mr. Vision, laughing. Clear signal. Yeah, the psychopaths, they don't have flip phone shit. Marcel. At Adam, Bushcraft sub. There you go. Picked up another one. Hey, you showed up. So, Adam, here's the encouraging thing. After I know I just beat you up a little bit, but I'm trying to help you. You know that. And it's good. I see you're laughing. Laughter's good for soul good. Here's the thing. Even if you make a long ass video, 31 minutes, about anything, you know what it's better than? A video that you didn't upload. You just got a sub, even though you made a long ass video. Why? Because you showed up. I'll tell you this, Adam. If you upload a video every day, or at least, you have to at least upload a video once a week, at least. If you do that consistently for a year, even if all your videos are 30 minutes long, and even if you talk about the same 5 axes, your channel's going to grow. Now, it may not grow big, but it'll grow. It'll grow more than someone who isn't consistent. I've seen some people, guys, they got the talent and they make videos, they get enough views. Some of them are good, some of them are mediocre, but they're not consistent. They're lazy. Or they just don't have it in them. I don't know. I'm always amazed that they can consistently take a nap, but they can't, that's all right. But that's the lesson. Good job. Adam, thank you, Marcel, for subbing to Adam. Adam says, thanks, Marcel. Infinity. Oh, yeah, big dog. Oh, yeah. He goes, oh, yeah, dig it, brother. He was feeling the sermon. Infinity, thank you again for everything, man. You come in here, you don't say much, you don't ask for much, but, please feel free to share anything going on in your life, but just thank you, man, for everything. Shout out to the vasectomy. Best thing you ever did. Like you said, what should you do? Buy Bitcoin? I say get a vasectomy. Why? I guarantee you, your vasectomy is going to pay off more than Bitcoin, in my opinion. Mr. Vision. Gas prices might move to $5 a gallon. Well, they're almost at $3 a gallon now. But they were, $3 a gallon sustainable. And in California, it's probably $5 a gallon now. Anyone in California, leave in members only chat or in my replay. But guys, inflation is here. I showed you an RV today, and that video was done from over the weekend. A RV that sold 2 years ago, brand new, for $70,000. Now it's a 2-year-old vehicle with 20,000 miles. It's selling for $105,000. There was an RV I looked at 2 weeks ago, was listed at $137,000. Now a used one with 20,000 is $150,000. Because of the shortage of factories closing down, because of the supply chain mess up, because of the stimulus, because of mainly the low interest rates. Inflation is directly tied to low interest rates. That's it. Because the higher the interest rate, house sales go down. Higher the interest rate, the market will go down. The stimulus is part of the problem, but really the main problem is the low interest rate. However, I'm not saying I want high interest rates in the economy to stall. Why? That's not wisdom either. Why do I want to see the economy crash? Why would anyone want to see that? I'm just trying to say you gotta be mindful now that we are getting to a bubblicious standpoint. Now, we've been saying that for years, but I mean, I think it's obvious. But here's what will happen, guys. If the country reopens, everyone's predicting by the end of the summer, you're going to have herd immunity. People either have gotten the vaccine or they've gotten the virus, and enough people have recovered. And so you got herd immunity. Either people have the antibodies through natural means of getting the virus and recovering, or the vaccine. So the country goes back. There's no more extended unemployment after September. People have to go back to work. Some people won't be in a rhythm. They won't go back to work. Foreclosures are allowed to happen again. Evictions are allowed to happen again. And then you're going to see it evening out. So when should you see this evening out? Well, if, and if is a big word, if that plays out that way, then this time next year, prices should be leveling out. But there's no exact science, so none of us know the future. It's true. Where are we at? Back to live comments. Mr. Vision, laughter. Good laughter is good for the soul. Maria's laughing. Good laughter is good for the soul. Wendy, what's up, Wendy? It's him. At Jim, self-care in the sauna. Wendy, I want you to know this. Sweating is one of the best things you can do for your body. Why? It releases toxins. Taking a cold shower is the worst thing you can do for your body. Why? It puts you in a thermal shock. The human body temperature is 98 degrees Fahrenheit. When you take a cold shower, your body goes into shock and it shuts down. When you're in a sauna, it's at its normal operating temperature and it oozes out of your body. And you're all juiced up. That's like living in Florida in the summer with no air conditioner. And what I want to tell you guys, instead of a sauna, you know what some psychopaths do? They go in an ice box. Okay. I don't know about that one, guys. Okay, good job. Good job, Wendy. Adam. Oh, hold on a second. Wendy, this is what I want to tell you. Wendy came in here last night. She was telling me she bought a USB fan. And as soon as you hear USB, that means it's not going to have a lot of power. She bought a USB fan that has like water and a fan that throws like water on you. So, and I told her that ain't going to work for shit in the summer. Fab, what's up, brother? Wendy, this is what I want you to do. I want you to get that fan that you bought, and I want you to take it in the sauna. If it works in the sauna, then maybe it'll work in the summer. But I can guarantee that you ain't going to feel that fan in that sauna. And that's how you're going to know. There's no fan that helps, but it's a look. But that, when I initially started living in my car, I bought some of those gadgets, and I had to redo my bed a few times. The only way you learn is through doing. And the best thing is you're doing right now. You're doing self-care. Good job. Fred, what's up, brother? Sweating is the body's natural way of cooling itself. Yep. And masturbating is the body's natural way of flushing the reproductive system. And if you don't do it that way, you're going to have too many kids. You're going to be a broke plumber. Okay. And then you're going to be coming online, stalking me crazy. Okay. And what I can tell you is this, guys, I got more good people than bad. But I was reflecting this week. I said to myself, damn, that one guy, Coconuts, it seems like now he wasn't even a guy from Manhattan. It was that girl that stalks me from the West Coast. For a year. We were talking, and he was a great supporter, or she was. And I said to myself, damn. Now, because, like, guys, there's no way, I don't think that was a hack. I think that was an exposure of, I don't know. I'm not going to make an accusation, but guys, that's crazy. So I don't know who's who anymore, man. Like, I'm hoping Fred is really Fred, you know? Like, in a year from now, will I find out Fred's also that girl? Fred's also the girl from the West Coast? This girl, this one, she did so many different profiles. One, it was a white chick in her 20s. The other was a black guy in his 50s. The other was a black girl that was like a young child. It's like, it was the same person, did all these different avatars of different races, different ages, and they're all the same person. It was like, guys, you're in a whole nother dimension, yo. I gotta take a hydration break because it gets crazy, man. Yeah, it gets crazy. Fred, I hope that's you. That's all I hope that's you. Nah, Fred was a good guy, though. Because Fred, you know, it's like Fred encouraged me when I was going back up to New Jersey. I'll never forget that. Okay. But Coconuts also encouraged me. And I'll never forget that. But then Coconuts came in here the other night after I talked about that girl. So now it's that girl. And started saying bad shit to me. Out of nowhere. All because now found out that was that girl. And I said, oh my God. It was like, I remember I watched a movie with Halle Berry. Halle Berry was this beautiful, like lover, right? And she lived with this rich guy. And I forgot the name of the movie, but basically the rich guy that she was married to, he got murdered in his car or something like that. And everyone thought it was like some guy. And at the end of the movie, what the plot twist was, Halle Berry set up her own lover to get the inheritance. And she was like crying at the funeral. She was crying in the courtroom. And no one thought it was her. So it's like, I'm dealing with that same type of psychopath, except these chicks don't look like Halle Berry, okay? So if you're going to do some crazy shit, I'm hoping you at least going to look like Halle Berry, okay? They got an avatar of Halle Berry, okay? But they hella sure ain't Halle Berry, okay? Shit, not even close, okay? So I got to take another hydration break, guys, because it's very upsetting. Thank God I got 4 new tires. Oh, yeah, guys, I'm living a Lifetime movie. God forbid. Oh, shit. Oh, that's crazy on YouTube, man. Never trust an avatar. That's all I can tell you. All right, back to live comments. Adam's laughing good. Left is good for the soul. Adam. Yeah, I know 31 minutes, way too long. Need 5 to 15. You're getting it, brother. But the only way you learn is through doing. And that's why I'm proud of you, because you did something. Doing something wrong in some instances is better than doing nothing, because that's how you learn. Like I say, guys, and all my girls in here who are really girls, not guys, or some of the gay guys can testify, okay? The first time you give a blowjob, you're going to gag, you're going to spit up. Okay? But over time, you deep throating it, okay? And what I could tell you is this. That's how life is, okay? And it's like practice makes perfect, guys. Okay, good job. Andre? 31-34. Damn. Adam? I know, laughing. Maria? I can't wait not to wear a mask. Yeah, well, I would tell you, go outside, go for a walk. And just stay away from people. I don't wear a mask when I go for a walk. Now, when I go into a building and stuff, I do. Obviously, I respect, even if I don't have to. I don't mind. Well, I guess I do mind wearing a mask, but it doesn't bother me like an extreme amount. Even in the gym, you're able to take it off when you work out. So, for me, it's like I never had a big deal. It's like, it is what it is, guys. Wear the mask, do what you got to do. It's life. The whole thing sucks. What are you going to do? So, I like the social distancing. I hope that stays. And for me, even before the coronavirus, I avoid shaking hands. I always do the fist pump. Why? I was always like, I don't like germs, man. So, and I see it now, like, guys, people go to the bathroom and still don't wash their hands. So I guarantee you, like, some of you guys, you probably masturbated and you probably grabbed a towel or a tissue and you wiped your hands and now you're typing in a live chat. Yeah. Yep. Some of you girls, you got your hand in your cooch, you're smelling your cooch, and then you type me something. Yeah, that's what happens. So, I know what the game is, guys. I ain't falling for the banana tailpipe, okay? So let's continue. Mr. Vision. I went to a massage parlor today. Hey, Mr. Vision. Just remember, I did a live feed from Jupiter, Florida, when Bob Kraft, the billionaire owner, got locked up for getting a blowjob in an Asian massage parlor in Jupiter, Florida. Remember, I was live. You can still look up the video. And Jupiter, Florida police, they don't play that shit. Even with a billionaire, they didn't let him go. Now, he got off. Why? Because he got money. He fought the case. They illegally taped him. However, the Asian massage people, they got deported and lost their business. Isn't that a disgrace? So, all I can tell you is when you go into the massage spot, remember, if you ain't a billionaire, you're going to get locked up in some of these places. So be careful. I had a good friend. He went to church every week. He spoke in tongues. But he also wished death on his ex-wife because he didn't want to pay alimony. And he fell in love with an Asian massage lady. Now, did I judge him? Hell no. Why? Because, guys, I'll tell you straight up, I believe in masturbation. I believe in abortion. So I'm not going to judge someone getting a hand job. However, don't be mad at me that I agree with abortion and you basically wished your ex-wife would die so you don't have alimony. I mean, come on, guys. Don't do that to me. He was a great guy. Fred. Sweating is the body's, your natural way of cooling yourself. Amen, says the Club. Adam. And yeah, that Maria. I deliver every day and I have to wear one. The mask. Marcel. Hoff. That dude swims in icy water for extended periods of time. I never even heard of that guy. I know this. Who's that guy that fucked up his life? That guy with the long ass arms, the American swim Olympiast? I don't know. But what I can tell you is that guy Terrell Owens took ice bath. A lot of famous athletes do it. They also went crazy and lost a fortune. So what I can tell you, guys, if you got that type of money where you can go crazy and lose a fortune, great. But like I say, guys, most of you barely getting by. So what should you do? I don't think you should take a cold shower. Okay, now that's my opinion. My opinion is, guys, cold showers are for lazy people that need a shock to wake them up. That's the truth. That's the reason people with a lazy mind take a cold shower, because it makes their body go into a thermal shutdown, and that shocks their mind awake. It's like they need a cold bucket of water thrown on their face to wake up. That's what it's doing. Guys, they don't have discipline. So what do they replace discipline with? A cold shower. Okay, guys, you got to discipline yourself. You can't depend on a cold shower. Wendy, 100 emoji. Sunglass face emoji. Thank you. Back left counts. I lost my place. Shit. Fred, Mr. Vision, did you get a happy ending? Well, if you go to a massage parlor and you get a happy ending, what's the point? That's why I don't go. Why? I don't want to get locked up. I don't want to get charged. I give myself a happy ending today, Fred. Yep. Yep. Hey, guys, I keep the N1 sock on standby. Why? Hey, guys, I just saved money. I had to buy 4 new tires today, $488. I damn sure ain't going to give the rest to the Asian massage parlor lady. I'll do myself. Let's continue. Maria laughing at Fred. Fred laughing. Mr. Vision laughing. Yeah, $40. Yeah, cheap, but you may get locked up, man. Fred, it's me, bro. Laughing. I love you, man. Adam, I am really me, Sam. I don't trust anyone, but let's go for it tonight. Fred, the movie you are talking about. Oh, you remember this movie? You are talking about is called The Rich. Yeah, that's it. The Rich Man's Wife. Excellent job, Fred. Good movie. Yeah, Halle Berry. You damn it, Fred. You on top of it tonight. Good job. That was it. Yeah, The Rich Man's Wife. That's a good movie. Maria, you can't check the opposite sex with the mask on. Well, I like that because I believe in being single. I believe if you had to wear the mask during working out, that most people would not meet their potential disastrous relationship in the gym. Most people meet their mate in the gym. And they're all horned up. They got their testosterone pumping. She's got on yoga pants. Now, look, guys, for me, but wearing a mask doesn't work because people are still horny. The Islamic culture told us that. Because, guys, in some Islamic countries, they're still totally wrapped in garb, even in some parts of America where they have that religion. And even the Catholic nuns, they used to do the same thing. Would we find out, guys, Muslim women and Muslim guys still have a lot of kids, a lot of sex. They have multiple wives sometimes. The Catholic people, they had a bunch of sexual abuse. That's what brought down the Catholic Church. So it doesn't matter if you're a Christian, Muslim, or if you're an atheist wearing a mask because of the coronavirus. Nothing can stop the lustful desire of human, other than masturbating regularly. And that's what I preach. I don't preach necessarily one religion. I believe in the Lord, I believe in Jesus, but everyone should believe whatever they want. Okay. I preach your personal faith, believe whatever you want or nothing. But I stand firm that every man and woman, definitely men, should masturbate at least once a day. No more than 15 minutes. Not like Adam's video, no 31-minute masturbation. 15 minutes. Why? Put you in the right state of mind. And what I can tell you is this, guys. There's some people that comment on my channel. Now, it's mainly white, old school Americans that they say, oh, don't preach that. We're going to lose our culture. Because they're concerned that minorities and foreigners are producing babies at a higher rate than whites. And they're concerned that they're going to be the minority. That's truth. They'd say it's truth, though. But the truth is, guys, if that's why you're reproducing a child to be the predominant race, you're a corrupt person. Okay? So, for me, I don't care either way. Why? Because I believe that at the end of the day, what we're seeing as we evolve as humans, people are people. And human nature is flawed, whether it's in America or whether it's in Ghana or wherever. Okay. So, like I said, America's got the horrible history of slavery. And in Rwanda, 1 million people died in the 90s. Okay. And that had nothing to do with Americans. And that was a horrible thing. So, what I've learned in life, that even before, and Americans were wrong, I think Bush was a disgrace for what he did when we invaded Iraq. But what we learned was, guys, the Sunni and Shias were fighting amongst each other way before Americans came over. Okay. So now we're getting very deep into social, religious discussion, but it's a good discussion. That you should realize, no matter what your race, religion, culture, or country, everyone has the duality of human nature, which is, even if you're wearing a mask, even if you're in Islamic Guard or a Catholic nun, people want to fuck. Okay. And even if you're of the same religion, tribalism, sectarianship will cause you to cause civil war. Genocide will cause you to kill 1 million people of your own kind. And this is a powerful lesson. And let's take a hydration break. Back to live comments. Adam says I'm really me. Oh yeah, the movie, I've read that. Maria, you can't. Oh yeah, we talked about that. I agree with that. Maria's laughing. Good. Marcel, you could be a comedian. Well, I just got pretty damn serious. But I could be a comedian too. No joke. I appreciate that. Laughter's good for the soul. See, I can go from a comedian to a major political statement like I just did. And I do all those things. Why? Because you got to be well balanced. But I think Maya Angelou said it. You should do everything with a level of passion, a level of humor, a level of style, etc. Because that's a full life. That's a full mindset. Now, I'm dealing with some people on YouTube and in the world, they got a dual mindset, meaning they're like two different people. I'm not mad at that because I think, I don't know, Dan Diamond, he's got the avatar bipolar. I'm not mad at people who are bipolar. But, it's like no one has the right to attack me if I didn't do nothing to them. Okay. And some of these people I talk about, they started slandering me because they got into a fight with another person that had bipolar. They came on my channel and they asked me to be Judge Judy. And I told both of them, I'm not getting involved in between your shit. I didn't do nothing to either one of you. And eventually, now maybe they were the same person. Now I think that maybe they were the same person, just trying to get my attention. I don't know, guys. It's a fucking shit show out there. All I know is this, okay? I'd keep showing up. Why? Because, hey, look, I might as well cash in while I'm here. Thank you, Marcel Maria. He would make a killing as a comedian. Well, I'm trying my best as a YouTuber, but I'm dealing with a lot of shit. Thank you. Andre, I went to Sandy Hook, New Jersey today without a mask. I feel much better. Yeah, I mean, definitely if you can get outside, it's great. I know someone in New Jersey right now in the Perth Amboy area. He just got the coronavirus, him and his whole family. And he's sick as fuck. And he's a middle-aged man in great shape. Now, his biggest error, he's a great guy. You know what his biggest problem was? He met a girl in the gym. Okay. And so what I can tell you is after a breakup, never date for at least 18 months. Why? She's got to stay single, in my opinion. Andre, I read that. All right, guys and girls, I think I broke everything down. And I appreciate that. And what I can tell you is this. Every video, make all caps, make it a short title. Why? Clickbait the shit out of it. People don't want to hear 5 steps to a logical decision. They want to hear I made the worst decision. And what I can tell you is this, guys. I made the best decision. Why? Because I kept my expenses low. I bought 4 new tires. And I bought more time. Why? Because before I buy a new car or a new house, I'm not going to rush. And I'm not going to do it with too much emotion. I'm not going to have the pressure of, oh, my tires are going flat, I got to make a decision. Nope. My tires are good now, so I can make a decision in a calm, rational, peaceful way. I won't get in a bidding war. I won't worry about inflation. Why? Because if I work consistently and if I live below my means, inflation's a real thing and bidding wars are a real thing, but I don't have to go chasing. When you love yourself and self-care, you don't have to chase the person that doesn't love you. Why? Because you love yourself. Think about that. Thank you. Peace.